We will start open micers right away, and you didn't know that you might be drawn. This is for an exhibit at UBC, and Opening Ortiz is a really great artist. So I don't know what to do about the open micers. I guess if you want, the open micers want to be drawn and want to possibly put at UBC, they should come and tell us, because the other people already knew about it. Okay, take it away, Jackie.
Well, it's my privilege to introduce Dr. D Bastianutti, World Poetry Lifetime Achievement Award winner, poet and author, honorary vice consul. And this opportunity I take to express my gratitude to Dr. Bastianutti, who some 10 years ago at Vancouver Central Library tried to persuade me to join poetry, and he was my mentor, and I was a poor, and still am a poor student, but I'm very, very grateful for him taking care of me. Thank you.
As I remember, you were playing hide and go seek with Diego at the library.
She has reached heights. The only thing I have not been able to do is to get her to stop rhyming. That's all right.
We are at war.
I remember
we are at war.
You
Yes,
told
I
her
know.
that poets don't rhyme.
It's to show that I'm much older because I was raised under La Fontaine, Victor Hugo, and all
It's
those
stuck.
stupid guys who rhymed.
Yes.
Imagine.
That was the only way they could remember what they were writing.
Diego, could you tell just briefly, very briefly, because we've got a lot of people, but could you just tell very briefly about your exhibition that you had, just briefly?
Yes, thank you. I will leave a couple of these, 3 of these, for you to pick up, and a few of these, if you like. What we have at the Italian Cultural Center, it's a first, really. A very good friend of mine, an international photographer, Gian Guido Bertelli, and I have combined to express in our own medium the reality of downtown East Side. We have dealt with the people down there. We have met them. We had lunch with them. We went even digging in the garbage bins for cans and bottles for them to sell. We heard their stories, because that's the important thing. We often pass by Hastings and sort of rush by if the police doesn't catch us for speeding. And we don't look, or try not to look at the faces, because we say, oh my God, horrible. Why don't these people get a job? Well, you try to get a job. Try to get a job, and when the first question is asked, do you have a driver's license? No. Do you have a permanent address? No. Do you have a telephone number? No. Do you have social insurance? No. Do you have a credit card? No. Well, forget it then. You're a nobody. And you're out. Okay? That's reality. And it's very easy for us to say, well, stop taking drugs. Good. So stop drinking, stop smoking. And those are easy things. Drugs are something else, but what leads to drugs is what we are dealing with. And tonight, if you allow me, I will read you a few of those poems that are on in the exhibit. The exhibit is on until October 5th. It started on September 10th. I would urge you to go and see it, because the pictures, the photographs are very powerful, and well, the poetry, I'll read you some and you can tell for yourself.
Diego, could you read 2 poems?
Yes.
We've got a lot of people.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. I just wanted to read one poem because this is on peace, and I thought that perhaps I should read something that is peaceful. So I think soon in September, I don't know when is Remembrance Day.
November 11th.
Ah, well,
My birthday.
we're coming up, there you go. We're coming up, and we're always remembering, we're always remembering, we're always remembering, we'll keep remembering because we keep having wars. I think someone mentioned about wars, and you mentioned about the other kind of wars that we're dealing with. This is entitled The Last to Die. Just think, the last soldier to die before peace is declared. How would you feel to be the last to die in a useless thing? She gentles the general's pride, a chest full of gleaming crosses, and in a trance-like gaze, she sees how many living died to earn them. Her feverish lids rise up to translucent stones, trembling in their sockets, eyelashes batting loudly to the ripping silent screams of men whose eyes, unseeing now for scenes they saw, deftly pick the lock to her awareness. She dreams the day when waves of dying men will not give birth to a brave new world of father men, as women pay the price of birthing in sweathered and shawled vigils. Reality is not reversible, and more ghosts than living crowd beneath the heaves. Night and day she scans the world's edge for Ariadne's saving tread, to end the endless craving of the Minotaur in us. So, may there be peace. Angels. This is what we see down there. He's got angels in his hair. He's got goblins in his head. Fear of dying in his pores. All his friends are gone and dead. Got their voices in his head. Will not ever let him go. Got their voices in his head. And you'll have them till he's dead. He's too old to be alive. He's too young for sure to die. He's got angels. He's got goblins. Got their voices in his head. And he'll have them till he's dead. There's so much for rhyming. And one more, if I may. This is what happens to a lot of the women. I will not go into the stories of especially the First Nation women that have suffered from birth to death. When even drugs are no longer sufficient, there's only one way out. This is entitled Nobody. Nobody noticed her absence, her bed unmade, the candle spent. Some did recognize her shattered face on the floor that night, in the broken pieces of her mirror. The mermaid song seduced her on the island of the Lutophagus. Nobody knew her. Nobody recognized her. She is nobody, forever lost her way back home. A bitter taste in her mouth, a cold midnight wave in her belly. She turns to stare away, her eyes left on the mirror. She stands, her arms outstretched above the street below. Stay, and nobody will fly and be somewhere else.
One for you, one for Jude.
Oh,
One for you, one for Jude.
Oi, double whammy. Oh.